Hey everyone, welcome back to Comic Book Corner, and it is me, Spider Slayer. What's up, comic book fans? That's right, we are getting ready to do another comic book review. This is the first one of the week, and this one is a doozy because it is a highly anticipated comic book review. And will it be as good as the first issue? Well, let me show you what it is. There you go, guys. Saga, issue number 2. That's right, guys. The first issue was crazy, man. It opened up your eyes to this whole new universe. Galactic battle, never-ending war, new galaxy of, characters. Just so much potential in this book. So now that number 2 has come out, has it lived up to his expectations, or was it a one-issue wonder? Well, the answer to that is no, it was not a one-issue wonder. This book was awesome. I mean, I was reading the beginning and we had this story, and then as it got towards the end of the book, I was like, damn, this book is awesome. I don't know what it is that makes it so good, but it's just the characters and the creation and everything else was just outstanding about it. I'll show you one page here from the book, and this is when Alana and Marco actually get stuck in some trees when they're trying to get to this spaceship that they're trying to escape from the planet. And then I have a picture to show you. What? What is this? I will show you who this is coming up. So just in case you guys have not read this yet, there are major spoilers in this book. But this just shows you an example of the creativity in this book. This creature is awesome. I mean, she's basically a bounty hunter. And I was just like, what is this? This book just like pushes the boundaries. But with that being said, we're just going to get started with this walkthrough of this book. I give this book, again, 5 out of 5 stars. Very good writing, very good art. I'm so anxiously waiting to see what's going to happen. Okay, so yes, there we go. Saga issue 2. And in the beginning of this first page, we see the Will. This is his spaceship. He was the mercenary or freelancer or bounty hunter, whatever you want to call it, that's going after Alana and Marco and the baby. We can see that he's kind of having a status update with, I don't know, his agent or girlfriend or whatever it is, about the situation. And it's some seahorse-looking creature. Pretty weird ass, but it was very creative. And basically she says that the Stalk is already on the tail, and he was aware of the situation, that he was not the only one hired for the job. So, but she was already released to go get Alana and Marco, and we see a couple pages of the Will, and that is it. And then we see his spaceship, and it takes off, and we go. Next we see Alana and Marco. They're still trying to get to that spaceship from the last issue to escape off the planet, and these vine creatures have basically just taken them over, and they're trying to escape from them. So he's trying to use this specific magic that he uses to get these vines away. And a funny part of this book, which adds some humor about it, is not only Alana is kind of very, like, she never hesitates on what to say, and she's just like, she's just like, these vines are writing in my ass and stuff like that, and it's just funny. And it's good too how the narration of the book here is done by the daughter, is done by the baby, which I really enjoyed as well. But after, there's a specific secret that Alana has to tell Marco to get this magic spell to work. And it was a pretty funny secret. Next, as the book goes along, we see that the TV set Prince guy, he's with, I guess this is Alana's species, and they're just giving him an update of what was going on and what had happened before she left or went missing and took off with Marco. And the first class, the soldier here was just saying that she saw her before she left. This person right here, she saw her before she left, and she was saying that she was reading some books and stuff like that. But somehow the TV set guy, they seem to get emotional when things get intense, and you can see this like expression on his little TV set there, which was kind of interesting. And she asked, "Are you okay?" And he's like, "Yeah, fine." So I don't know. I think we're going to find out more about this species as we go on too. Later on, we see that Alana and Marco were so tired from taking care of the baby, and it makes this one good analogy saying, there's one thing about a couple's honeymoon is that when you have a baby for the first week, it's completely opposite. And I thought that was really a really funny phrase that they said, because yes, it is true. But they fell asleep, and the baby starts crying, and they wake up, and all of a sudden, that he hears a sound. Marco hears a sound, and he's saying, "We're sorry that we trespassed on your land." He's like, "I know we look like the species in the war that's currently going on, but me and my wife, we lay down my weapon, and my family comes in peace, and we have no intentions of harming you." And he looks up, and the next thing we see is the picture that I showed you before. The Stalk. How freaking crazy is that shit, dude? And she's sitting there going, Marco's sitting there trying to be peaceful, and he's saying, "Oh yeah, I come in peace, blah blah blah." And she goes, "Oh, I'm just trying to do my job. They call me the Stalk." And he's like, and Alana knows exactly what's going on. And the next thing we see is this part right here. Boom! She like sticks him right in the shoulder, and she's, he's passed out on the ground, and she's the Stalk, she's the mercenary hired to take out Marco and Alana and take the baby and everything else. So check out this picture right here. She's like some arachnid looking creature. I mean, just amazing creativity, art, and just phenomenal character here. So as the time goes on, there's discussion between Alana and the Stalk, and she basically says, I'm gonna threaten, I'll kill my baby, and anything is better than giving it to the likes of you and having my baby tortured. And because she obviously can't hurt, the Stalk with the little stun gun. But all of a sudden, there's these crazy noises that are happening, and she looks not too happy there. And as the story goes on, she's like, "What? What's going on?" Lana's like, "What?" And what happens is it's called the Horrors, and she says, "I once saw a pack of them rip a man's spine out through his urethra," and it's not an exaggeration. And she's so scared. She's just like, "Fuck it." She's like, "Maybe they'll kill you and I can pick you guys up and they'll still pay me or whatever." And she just like takes off. She takes off running, and she's like, "Marco, wake up, wake up." And on the last page, all these little red eyes that you saw at the end of issue 1 come back, and they're like, "Hello, hello, hello, hello. And we've been watching you." And the next thing we see is these ghost-like children, but they have all these defects about them, like they got murdered or killed or whatever happened here. And that is some crazy crap. One's missing legs, one's missing half a brain, one got shot in the eyeball. Like, what are these guys? I mean, oh my God. So it leaves you with the cliffhanger there. I gotta tell you though, the cover of this book, the whole book, again, just an excellent read. If you guys did not read issue 1, there is a second printing out for it. Go out and buy it, and go read issue number 2. This is just a great book for you guys to read. It's something different, something new, and that's what, you know, what's so good about these independent books and all the other stuff that's out there. You know, sometimes you get tired of reading, you know, Superman, Batman, Spider-Man, and you're just looking for something new, creative, and fun. And this is why we read comic books, because of all the fantasy and imaginary and all that great stuff. So I give it up for Brian K. Vaughan and for Fiona Staples for putting together an excellent book. And only 2 issues into it, I couldn't be more excited about a particular book. So you guys tell me your thoughts on this story, and how you felt about this issue, and if you're going to be purchasing number 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And just let me know what's going on. So until the next comic book review, this is Spider Slayer signing off, and thanks for watching Comic Book Corner, and take care, guys. See ya. Bye.